Let's say it's 30 degrees. You go outside, you get your gloves on, you go for a 5-mile run. Everything I said is gone. That's motivation.
If you're truly serious about becoming successful, you're gonna make sure that you are able to adapt to any situation and that you're changing your life from before you were trying to become successful to being successful. Because there's a lot of things that are gonna need to change, and you're gonna have to change your daily routine. You're gonna have to make sure that the first thing you do is put time towards your goals. That should be the one thing that you make sure you do every single day, is wake up and know you're setting aside time out of your day to pursue the passion of yours that's setting a fire in your heart that you truly want to accomplish, and put time out of your day to focus on that. Learn about it. Connect people with you. Whatever the case may be, you just need to make sure that that is a priority in your life if you really want to be successful, because so many people go out and claim they wish they were successful and they don't understand why they're not becoming successful, and it's all because they aren't putting in the time and energy, putting in the effort that is truly needed to become successful. They expect it to happen overnight and other people to do a lot for them, when in actuality that's not the case. You are doing all the work. You are trying to make yourself successful. Nobody else is trying to make you successful. So that's why you need to make sure that you are dedicating time and energy to your goals so that one day you will become successful, and it will be an incredible feeling.
I'm just not a big fan of it, man. I'm a big introvert. I get a lot of my strength from being introverted. You have to be able to win the morning. You have to be able to not allow that to get too deep in your brain. And when things get really tough for you, when you're out there on like day 17 and your knees are hurting and your back is hurting, your shoulders are hurting, your elbows got elbow tendonitis and all kind of shit going on. And that's basically what you have to go back to. But it's hard to do because in that moment of suffering, so you got to take that 1 second to pull yourself out of that suffering. It's hard to have clear thoughts in the midst of extreme pain and suffering. Find that clear thought. Remind yourself of what you've been through back in the past, back in the day, to get to where you're at today. So that's what I do. It's a constant reminder. And then through that process, I guarantee you, your mind and body will say, oh, we got this. We've been here before. Maybe not in that kind of pain and suffering, but we've been here before in the demons of your own mind. So that's the best reminder in the world.
The whole thing about it is that your mind has the ultimate tactical advantage over you. It knows your insecurities, knows your fears, it knows your self-doubts, it knows all those creepy spots that we want to stay clear of. So our mind keeps us from those spots. So the whole 40% rule is I was living my whole life kind of going away from those spots that made me very uncomfortable. It's about being driven almost to the point where you're obsessed. Because when you get to that point of being driven and possibly obsessed, you no longer care if it's 30 degrees outside. That wind chill hits your face, you feel it, you might go back inside, but to get more clothes on to go outside. So you have to find that passion, that purpose of your life. It's different for everybody. It's just looking yourself in the mirror. We are always, a lot of us are waiting for this magical thing to happen and fix our lives. Like for instance, a lot of things damage my life. It's your dad, it's your mom, it's your childhood, it's being bullied. It's so many things that we all have a story. And that's not gonna happen. You have to do that. You have to face all these things because they're not all yours to own. You have to call yourself out. I want to be proud of myself, but you have to call yourself out in a way that's not kind. We live in a very kind, gentle world. We have to find the right words for situations.
And the world puts a lot of this shit in your mind. It's not just you. Yeah, you help it. My whole thing is about, I had to develop a mindset that was indestructible. I had to armor plate my mind. But it's an overall message to people that we're all, a lot of us are going through a hard time in life. Some people have been bullied. Some people are just stressed out. Some people are insecure. Some people are fat and overweight. And it's about what you're saying to yourself, but it also comes with work. So whenever I was getting beat down, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever I was going through, I would put, you can't hurt me. Can't hurt me just became a message. I would say to myself, I believe that most human beings only living at about 40% of their capability. So the mind has a governor. We have a factory, a nice governor in our brain, and it's the survival mechanism. It protects us from pain and suffering. The second we feel that shit, our mind says, oh no, this isn't fun.
You're already behind the power curve. So what happens when you hit the snooze button? You may not make your bed. You may not do your hair the way you want it. You may not pick the right clothes out in the morning time. I want to feel how I feel watching someone else in the movie. When I watched Rocky get his ass kicked and I watched all these different things of failure, I was able to put myself there and say, God, man, how much do you feel now that you finally got there? That's what failure has done to me. I've watched so many things and watched someone succeed at the end of it. It's like, God, I want to feel like that. But failure causes that one feeling. Without that failure involved, you don't have that feeling. If you just pass and you succeed and you're great, that feeling, yeah, okay, I'm good. Months, years to accomplish because you just can't get over the hump, but you continue going back to the drawing board. You're looking for those few seconds after you finally figure out the equation, whatever the equation may be, to get you to finally pass, to succeed. I live for that feeling, but I can't get that feeling. I failed this one, I failed this one, I failed this one. I'm figuring it out. So you start to feel it before you even pass, before you even get to the success part. And then once you succeed, the feeling is unbelievable. And you take that feeling of success through failure and you put it in your cookie jar. And you say, I'll come back and get you again. I'm gonna need you again down the road in my life.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.